Hey, what's up, Cody? I'm going to be talking about Livefire Stronghold. Um, so, with Strongholds,
Active camo inbound.
you want to play this in segments, or sequences. Basically, you want to, first of all, be confident, because
Active
you have
camo
to be
available.
willing to play a little bit risky on Strongholds, especially if you're going to be versing, like, tougher teams. And what I would recommend is we're going to start it from trip cap. Let's say I'm getting trip capped right now. If I am the first spawner, I do not want to get in the hill. Because, especially if it's early in the game and the time isn't like crucial to stop it, I would be looking for a kill. It's kills before hills. Unless, this is the only other situation, unless your teammate spawns next to you. Like, say you're the first one up, you spawn, you're just gonna like look over. This is a common spawn actually. I'll go over. Spawn you right in the open, right here. So off this spawn, say we're getting trip capped and they're on B. They just got B. I'm gonna fly over to A, and instead of just jumping in the hill, I could do one of two things. To be honest, the safer route would be go small window. Check your corners, peek, hug, get over to here, get over here, and like you're opening up your angles, and then when your teammate spawns here, then you both can jump in and get this hill. Then when you have this hill, if kills are happening, what you're going to want to do is if you have A, you don't want to go B. B is too open and it's covered. You want to go A, C. So what's going to happen is you'll poke out. If that's clear, you can jump on these, slide in, hug this side of the top mid, and sprint over here and then hug this side. You'll be able to see this part. If you haven't seen anything, peek out, get to here, and then get the top tower. Unless we know where the players are, get C. After getting AC, then you can rotate for the triple cap. Because what's going to happen is they're going to try and go to A through big door because we have just got C. If we cut them off and get kills, we want to go for the trip cap. If you're versing very, very good players, then what you're going to want to do after you get A and C is hold A and C for a second. Like, make sure that you just stay alive, get kills. Once you get 3 down, then you're going to push for B. And you'll have a teammate stay tower. Maybe a teammate will be on sandbags, one will be in B, and maybe a guy sits here on nest. And once you get 3 on the triple cap, you need to switch your mindset. Do not care about your life in the sense of you just need to be flying at them. Literally hitting like crazy sprint slides, shooting them, like try and push your body physically into the hill, whatever hill they're taking. And the reason why you want to do that, think about their mentality, that they're, what's going through their mind. They're thinking, oh my god, I'm getting triple capped. I need to get a hill. And now, by you flying at them, and you have to do this with your whole team, like everyone has to be on the same page, you literally just sprint at them and try and get your feet in the hill. Now they have to think, oh my god, I'm getting triple capped, and now people are flying at me. And that forces them to now hit their shots to stop you, or they're just going to continue to snowball into a triple cap. Now, if the triple cap, you end up dying a couple times and or your team dies, like let's say you all 4 have a triple cap and then all 4 of you guys die and they get 2 hills, we go back to step 1. Now we slow down the pace of the game. Depending, if we have C and they have A and B, then we're going to want to use this top middle. Check our corners or whatever. Check our corners. And then slide over here and get to A. Because we want C, then A, then B. You never want to go A and B or C and B if they have the opposite too. So if I have C and they have A and B, I don't want to go B. B's in the fucking open. I'm gonna get fried. They're baiting it. They have plenty of corners to sit. They could sit here. They could sit here. They could sit pillars. They could even sit fucking... If they know you're on C, I do this sometimes. I'll push over here, and I'll literally just sit on the box. And then they'll push out, and I'll just shoot them in the back. And then I have a box to super slide out. And it's so in the open that people don't even look at it. They'll just be like this. And then they'll get shot in the back. I'm also going to show you setups. That I'm going to use... I'll show you the angles. We'll say this is the king of the hill. Or oddball. So one person for king of the hill stands in here. For oddball, he holds the ball there. One person sits on top of screen. He puts his reticle right here. That way he can see small door. He can see over here. He can see top mid in this area. One person will sit literally right here. So you have the ball guy there, the screen guy, and this guy, and he watches this way. Now if the screen guy communicates, hey, there's a guy sandbag. Now this guy can build a peek shot on both sides. And think about it from their perspective, they're only going to see the screen guy, and now two guys are going to be shooting him. And then the final guy, he sits back here, and he watches rat tunnel, and then he can also cover this guy if he has to drop key door. And that's a tight hold. That's if you don't get all four dead and you're not like spread out. If you're spread out and you can have hill or ball guy there, instead of this tunnel dude, he'll go back B right here and watch pillars, mud, sandbags, and just sit like right here. If the key door guy says that they're going rat tunnel, if they're spread out, so if this guy, he's a rat tunnel, then the big door guy would rotate into A. So that's that hill hold. That's one of the setups. We're gonna go for this hill. Let's just say it's king of the hill. You want one guy here, same spot. You want one guy in the hill or the oddball back here. This is a good setup for oddball as well. You want one guy right here because he can shoot deep in here, and he can shoot over here. And then you want one guy tower. This is if you get all four dead. You want to be in these spots because what that does is it forces them all on screen. And if they go top sandbag, they're gonna get shot by the back B guy, the nest guy, and top tower. So now it forces them to not be able to take this route. They have to go this way. Or rat tunnel or pillars. Now let's go over this hill. You want one guy tower, you want one guy nest, you want one guy in the hill, and then you want one guy back B. The anchor spot for this hill, you want to make sure you're holding back B at all times when the hill is down here. And the reason why is because you're going to spawn your teammates here. And two, you have good shots on the hill. If they come big door, you can shoot them in the back. If they go sandbag, you can also go pillars, and then you also have a way out. Alright, now we're going to go for the top middle hill. You want one guy tower. I like to put two in hill, and they just stay together and sauce together and bait and switch. And then the fourth guy I like to have, if he can, he starts out here. If we get kills, he rotates out here, or he could do it fast. And
Plasma
then
grenades
eventually,
obtained.
if we can, get him back here. Because the thing is, he stops this pillar route. If they go sandbags and they get pushed off like down here, now I'm finishing them. And I have deep shots in their back. They can't push big door. It forces them out over this way. Let's see. C plat hill, one in hill, one tower, one nest, one back B. Same thing. You can also do, if it's top middle, you can also have someone here. And then, let's see. Anything else? I guess I'll show you a couple nades that I like to throw. One nade I like to throw for the small window is off of this. See. What other nades do I throw? Oh yeah, I'll do the top tower one. So if I'm top tower and they're cuts, I'll throw this one. This one. Those are two good ones. Back B, I want to backboard these. If they're on dark side B, I'm going to backboard it. And that way it'll explode. Same thing from sandbags. I want to backboard them off of these. We'll go over this jump because it's relatively... You want to sit on the corner of it. Literally the absolute corner of it. How I do it is that I'm going to drop jump basically. I'm going to hold forward and jump as I'm about to fall. And then I'm going to turn left and hit like this area. So like drop jump and then fall. You can't do it first try. There you go. But the biggest thing is you have to be on the absolute edge of it. Because when you're, see how like I'm over here, I move to the right a little bit to the absolute edge. When I'm falling, it makes it easier. You just have to make sure your reticle's high enough. My reticle wasn't high enough to looking at the clamber spot. That's something you can practice too. I still need to work on that as well. Let's see, any other thing? Oh, I like to use this name too. When we have a triple cap on B, C, and A, if I know that we have teammates back B, nest, and top tower, I know they're spawning dummy like over on turbine and screen. I'll just hold here and watch rat tunnel, and then if they go in the hill, I'll throw this nade. And it lands like right there, so it'll just run. Yeah, so that's pretty much Livefire. Only thing with Slayer, I mean, you can have those traditional setups and get them spawning. Essentially, you want to be splitting them. If you're playing fast enough, after you get kills on a setup, you want to be like holding forward and splitting them and putting them here.
Active camo here.
Getting them all like not together. So you just have to change the pacing of your gameplay in a Slayer. Sometimes play fast, sometimes like freeze. It's really, really dependent on your team. Biggest thing about Slayer 2 is it's not always about kills, it's about deaths. Every teammate is allowed 12 deaths and one teammate is allowed 13. If you get 13 deaths though, you're the reason why you lost, because that'll make it more than 50. So, and that's Livefire. Alright, Cody, I'll make another one later.